أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May the peace, mercy, and blessings of Allah be upon you all. And welcome viewers. Now we have another video under the program of Islamic Panorama, and we have our topic for this morning is entitled patience. Under also in the how to purify ourselves. Okay. I'm with my co-host, Ustads Muhammad Malik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
Okay, Ustads, you can start your discussion.
بسم الله. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبنا وسيدنا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة وأزكى التسليم. We continue our topic about the purification of the heart, and we are now we have a new topic talking about the heart's doing. Today we talk about the patience, as-sabr. We try to understand how many kind of sabr and what's the meaning of sabr and how we use it in our life and how we need that to clean and purify our hearts to continue facing the trials in this life and this long journey. Then we are in the long journey in this life. We need to have a patience to use it to have a more success and the same time to face any hardship or problem facing us in this journey. Then as-sabr is obligatory, actually it's order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the believers. Allah said, وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. In other one he said, أَصْبِرُوا وَصَابِرُوا. Also Allah said, وَاصْبِرْ وَمَا صَبْرُكَ إِلَّا بِاللَّهِ. Then all that verses from Holy Quran and many hadith from the Prophet ﷺ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered to us to make patience, to have patience in our life. And this patience with the worshiping to continue actually our life. Even it's very important for us to have a patience. And patience, it's one of the key actually keys of success in this life. And if you have a patience, you can face any challenges coming to you in your life. Then that's why it's very important. And we need to explain more about it, inshallah. What do you have to say?
Okay, Ustads, thank you. Now, we will open our Quran, Ustads, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us about patience or sabr. We will open in Al-Baqarah, verse 45.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال تعالى: واستعينوا بالصبر والصلاة وإنها لكبيرة إلا على الخاشعين.
Seek God's help through the perfect perseverance and prayer. And this is indeed a very hard thing except for those who are humble. So we need to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for help in order for us, He give us sabar or patience, and then so that we can also worship Him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like those people who are humble. Okay, Ustads, what can you say about that verse?
This verse واستعينوا بالصبر والصلاة, it's like order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You mean here it's obligatory for every believers. He have he protect himself by using patience and the prayer here to continue his worshiping, because the worshiping need the deep patience actually to continue his life. Then we need as obligatory for every person or everyone believe in the witness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and worship him, you need to have patience. Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you, Studs. And also
Thanks.
in chapter Al-Kahf, verse 28 to Studs, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us.
Verse
Al-Kahf, verse 28.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا ولا تطع من أغفلنا قلبه عن ذكرنا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا.
And keep yourself attached to those who call upon their Lord morning and evening, constantly seeking his pleasure. And do not let your eyes turn away from them to pursue the glamour of the present life, and do not follow him whose heart we have declared unmindful of our remembrance, who follow his evil inclinations, and those affair exceeds all legitimate limits. So in this verse, Ustads, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that we need to choose our friends, our our companions, because the people surround us is a big factor in our spiritual life, and we need to follow those or go with people those worship morning and evening, like the true who is a true Muslim who pray 5 times a day. Yes, Ustads.
Yes, yes, you're good. That's the meaning actually. واصبر نفسك هنا talk about keep yourself with those people who the one praying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and follow and obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, especially people praying 5 times a day. واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه, and their purpose they do that in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They do that with the ikhlas, sincerity. Then we need to keep yourself with him and don't look other people enjoy in their life and spending their time, useless time, and they don't pray and they don't focus. You don't need to be in this life with those people. You don't take those people as a your model, as a you follow him and learn from him. Why? Because they are sitting or focusing in their prayer, and at the same time they are worshiping as a group in the masjid, and they are especially, I mean, we talk about 5 times prayer here. You need to learn from him. The people convey the message, the group of da'wah. You need to enjoy with him. This is advice from Allah. At the same time, this verse give us what the meaning of patience as wasbir nafsaka huna. You mean you need to keep yourself for something, your imagination, the self-imagination, the enjoyment of yourself, the misguide from yourself. You need you need to against that, against yourself for that. You need to keep it and control it for that, to have a patience, to take time to enjoy join with this group praying and focusing in their religious. Talk about religious people here, and don't look other as the people spending their time for other else. You mean enjoy in this life, and they don't focus on their prayer, or they enjoy in the business, and they have two party actually. Have two party. It's like have some people enjoy only this life, and they are discussing only about how to gain, how to about business, about buy and sell. But here advice from us to actually Allah advised the Prophet. And the same is for us also, this advice. We need to keep ourselves with those people, religious people. Because the people, what they say, what you said, people surround you is effect about your action actually. And that make you clean your heart when you enjoy with this group, when you learn about Islam, about knowledge, when you seek knowledge with them, when you convey the message, then that it's involvement around you and effect in your heart. After that will be reflect for your behavior and your worshiping. Mhm.
Okay, Ustaz, that's why I'm making dawa with you because I know you are a good Muslim, a true Muslim.
I am true Muslim.
Yeah, that's why I'm making dawa
Actually,
with you.
actually, we try our best because you cannot say I am right or I am good. Allah said, "ولا تزكوا أنفسكم." Don't be purify yourself. Allah, He the one purify you. Then you cannot judge actually, but we judge only from what have al you mean. We are trying our best to be in the right path. At the same time, we try our best to convey the message. At the same time, we try our best by using patience and ikhlas to convey the message and to implement what we are studying and what we are sharing now, inshallah. Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome, Ustaz. So this time, Ustaz, we will open our Quran in chapter Al-Baqarah,
Mhm.
verse 177.
The same topic, huh?
Yeah.
Yes, about fishing. Today we talk about fishing. Let listen, since they have some idea about it. 177. Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قوله تعالى. Oh, this verse is a general verse actually for all the religions of Islam. Okay, we start. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وأقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون. صدق الله.
Okay. It is not the sole virtue that you turn your faces to the east or to the west, but true virtue of is theirs, who believe in Allah, the last day, the angels, the book, and the prophets, and who give away their wealth and substance out of love for him to the near of kin, the orphans, the needy, the wayfarer, and those who ask in charity, and in ransoming the slaves, and who observe the prayer, who go on presenting the zakat, the purifying alms, and those who always fulfill their pledges and agreements when they have made one, and those who are patiently persevering in adversity and distress and steadfast in times of war. It is this who have proved truthful in their promises and in their faith, and it is these who are strictly guarded against evil. So these are all good deeds. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enumerate this giving charity, okay, and then if you love the orphans and the needy, you help the needy. And also we need to believe in the angels, the book, and also the last days, all are qadar. We believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So okay, Ustads, what can you say about this verse?
This verse, Allah give two kind of good deeds. First, start from the five article of belief, actually six article of belief, but here in this verse mention five, talking about believe inside your heart. Then this is talking about al-birr. Al-birr, you mean the good deeds. He give five kind by first five, it's believe inside your heart, and other five as an action outside by your parts or by your body. First five, believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala واليوم الآخر والملائكة, day of judgment and the angels, and the same time talk about believe what have revealed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a books, and the same time believe for all the prophets. These five about believe inside your heart. And then he talk about the action, what you do it as a worshiping, talking about وآتى المال على حبه, give صدقة by feeling good and love and you help others. Then أقام الصلاة, perform the prayer. وآتى الزكاة, give the charity. You don't have difference between صدقة and charity. Charity, it's obligatory. Sadaqah, it's sunnah. You mean what's something you gain more reward. It's different. This is zakah, it's obligatory, you need to give it. Sadaqah, it's your own choice. How you give, when you give, anytime you give, what situation you give. Then, والموفون بعهدهم, those people make, they fulfill their promise. Then he talk about people make patient, والصابرين, and this is what we need now. الصابرين في البأساء والضراء. البأساء in the difficult situation, and ضراء if they have a damages also, but they make patient in the hard situation or in the trials, and still they have patience. Allah mentioned him there. صابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البأس أولئك الذين صدقوا. Those people there in the righteous and the righteous people, and those people. وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُتَّقُونَ. These people, the piousness, they have piousness and they are fulfill their promise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Okay, Ustads. I think we have question, Ustads.
Bismillah.
You are ready for the question?
We ask Allah guide and protection.
Okay. I will first understand the question. I think our topic is patience, but I think we need to raise this question. Okay.
Okay.
How will you make people believe in you? Because sometimes when we are lost, Ustads, when we are not still a Muslim, or for example, for those rebirth Muslim, because previous thing we do, for example, when me, I do many bad things. I do major and minor sins, and then how will you convey to those to your friends or family the true message or the message of Islam? Because I think they will not believe in you because they knew the past, who you are, like that, and then now you are a true Muslim, doing good things and uh, and in a righteous way, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded to us. Did you get my question?
Yes, I get
How
it.
will you convey the message to them? How will you raise the level of sabar in yourself, because doing dawah is difficult, because sometimes
Yes.
if you will make dawah, they will criticize you, they will say bad things to you, even your family, your friends. Some will block you in Facebook, unfriend you, and they will not like you anymore. So how will you make your sabar in a high level? So I have too many questions actually. How will you convey the message? How will you
We can
make them
open that
believe?
surah. Okay, we can open that surah. You read that the answer, Surah An-Nahl, chapter 16, verse 124. I think I will check again.
Chapter 16. Did you get my question? Can you Kwan?
Yeah. The answer there. The answer there. Your question and the answer. It's two of them. It's there
Okay.
in the
16,
Quran,
16 verse.
chapter 16, verse 125 up to 128. You read it. I will listen.
28. Okay. You will read the Arabic translation first? Or no?
No, you read the rich English.
Okay.
Okay, I will read the Arab. You read English, David.
Chapter 16, verse 20, it says, those whom the angel caused to die while they are still...
No, 100, 125.
Oh, 125.
Yes.
125.
Up to 128. 4 verses. Step by
Okay.
step, read verse by verse and explain.
Okay. Chapter 16, verse 125, it says, prophet, call the people to the way of your Lord with wisdom and goodly and kind exhortation, and argue with them in most pleasant and best manner. Surely your Lord knows very well who has gone astray from his path. He knows very well the guided one to the right path. Okay. Yes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answered my question. Mashallah.
No, continue. Not yet.
Yes. Continue. And 126, it says, believers, if you have to punish the oppressor, then punish them to the extent you have been persecuted. But if you endure patiently, remember it is far better for the patiently persevering. 127, and be patient, persevering. Verily, you can exercise patient endurance only with the help of Allah. Do not grieve at their state, nor feel distress on account their intrigues out of enmity for you. 128. Allah is of course with those who guard against evil and those who are doers of good to others. Okay?
Your answer, okay.
Yeah. Mashallah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala answered my question.
At the same time, in the topic, patient, we're still in the topic.
Yeah. Still in the topic.
Good. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So, okay. You have something to say, Ustads, or I will proceed to my next question.
No, we talk about have some hadith for Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. At least we can support our talking about patient. في صحيح مسلم عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال عجبا لأمر المسلم لأمر المؤمن إن أمره كله له خير وليس ذلك لأحد إلا لمؤمن إن أصابته سراء شكر فكان خيرا له وإن أصابته ضراء صبر فكان خيرا له وليس ذلك إلا لمؤمن. This hadith Prophet said, عجبا يعني, how come to the believers, everything what happened for him, it's good. Who believe? If have some trials and problems, then he have a patient and that good for him. And if he have a blessing and he thankful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that good for him. Then what happened for you as a believer? What happened for you? It's good for you. Sometimes you think it's bad, but it's that it's good for you. عسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم. قال تعالى in the Quran. عسى أن تكرهوا شيئا. Maybe you don't like it, but it's that good for you. Then everything happened for you. Now I am here with you. It's good for you, for us. What happened? I don't think so. I will be with you. Example in this moment, we talk about vision, and that alhamdulillah happened. Then what happened for you? We thankful Allah about that. We are conveying the message now here. And if you have problem or you have some trial coming to you or to your family or to your business, you need to have a patience. If you have blessing, you need to thankful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then after that, after your question, if you have question, we will talk about how many kinds of patience we use. Okay. This is at least the summary of the hadith meaning.
Okay, I have question here, Ustads.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. For example, Ustads, when you are already a Muslim, you are already a righteous person, and then why still Satan can give, or did Satan give the problems in your life, for example, in your family, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did that, the problems in our life?
Oh, the trial is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but the devil, he whisper to you to do something bad. If you follow him, then if you yourself follow him, that is your mistake. It's a difference between trial and your own choice to do something wrong. That choice, this is your sin. But what have facing problem sometimes, but what you do for your sin, it's reflect, it's punishment from Allah, and sometimes it's trial. It depends.
Okay, what do you mean?
Sometimes it's punishment.
Okay, what do you mean by you? Satan will whisper during the, for example, if you will quarrel with your wife, for example, then
Yes.
how will Satan will whisper in your? You can hear whispering in the? Is that literal or?
Yeah, he come to you, he said to you, fight more and make it trouble and try to separate with him. And he tried to add fire. He add gasoline. I mean, the shaitan, he add gasoline. If you follow him, you will be followed. That's why Prophet advised Sahaba, one from the friends of the Prophet, he told him, give me advice. He said to him, La taghdab, 3 times. Don't be angry. The anger is give chance to devil to give you more problem. That's why you need to have a patience also when you have a misunderstanding with your wife or something. You need to have a patience because the shaitan. What's the vision? What's the vision and the target of the shaitan? The target of the shaitan to drive you to the temptation, or he try to destroy your family or destroy any something you build. He try against that, or he destroy your faith, your certainty. He try to put some doubt in your belief. Then this is the way of the devil, how the technique he used. That's why you need to stop him and you need to mention Allah's name, especially when you said "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim." You will become down a little bit. The shaitan will be run away from that. That's why you need to stop yourself to follow the devil advices. Actually, not advices. It's misguided.
Okay, Ustads. In the few verses we read, Ustads, Allah said He will take Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a shield, and He will protect us against evil, right? If we follow His commandments, and
Oh, yes, yes,
yeah,
of course,
if
of
we
course.
worship Him, if He will
Yes.
protect us, then why still Satan can penetrate us during problems or temptation? If,
Yeah, this is in
for
the
example, you
trial.
are
You
a true
need
Muslim,
to,
you pray 5 times a day, you make dhikr, then why still Allah
yes.
can enter us in our body or whisper us if Allah
Yeah,
protect
because,
us?
yes, if you forget to mention Allah name, Shaitan come to you. In the prayer, he try to disturb you. He try to destroy you. That's why you need to against. It's enemy. You are always in that kind of war. It's art of war. Yeah. You need to learn what's the strategy of the devil, how to fight with him. You need to learn about it, how to make patient, how to focus, especially in the worshiping. What he will do for you, the devil. When you start praying, example, he come to you, disturb you, take your mind, don't focus in your prayer. In a prayer, 10 minutes and you cannot focus. You see, Shaitan is always try to misguide you. He try to, and this is his, actually, this is his promise for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, give me a chance until the day of judgment. I try to destroy their faith. That's why this is part of the trial and the purpose of life, actually. We are in the exam. Then we need to have a patience. And that's why I will talk about three kind of patience. We
Okay.
continue. Three kind of patience. Number one, the scholar من علماء in Islam, they try to divide, give us more idea about patience. We talk about three kinds of patience. First one, you need to have patience when you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it's very difficult actually, especially when you pray. You need to have patience. When you read Quran, you need to give time. And about da'wah, when you convey the message, you need to have patience. When you wake up in the middle of the night and you make tahajjud or qiyamul layl, you need to have patience also. When you seek knowledge about Islam, like now we are researching and searching to learn more about Islam, then you need to have patience. When you study more, then all that you need to have patience. When you help others, you need to have patience. Then also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to the Prophet, قال تعالى, وَأْمُرْ أَهْلَكَ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا. Then when you order to your family to pray, and at the same time, you make patience about it. Because it's not easy. 5 times a day prayer, you need to have a patience for that. Second one, الصبر على المعاصي. Anything temptation, anything forbidden from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, any vices, don't go to the haram way. You need to have patience also, not easy. Temptation in front of you, and you don't go. Even that you need to use patience to purify yourselves, to go back to the right path. Then this also part of the kinds of patience. Number three, you need to have patience when you're facing trials in the destiny. What happened to you, example? If have something like last verse we said about trial, Allah will test you for different kinds of trials. Few only. That when the trial come to you, you need to have patience also. Not only for you, for your parents, for your family, for your wife, for your for your health. It depends. Either you need to use patience. Either this three kind of patience. Patience when you obey, patience about the temptation, and faces way, and patience when you when you facing the trial or problem, when you have problem in this life about destiny, you need to have patience. If someone dead, example, you need to have patience. That's all about patience. At least you have a shortcut idea. And the benefit of patience, like what we read last time, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. They have a good news for who they want to make patient. They have blessing and guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the key to enter paradise, actually. Patient, one of the key, one of the keys of that. And also have verse, Allah said, Inna Allah yuhibbu sabirin. Allah love those people make patient. Another verse, Wallahu ma'as sabirin. Allah with those people making patient. Then this will be protect from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you have patience. And also I will add something here. The patient have something beauty. Maybe you will ask me what kind of beauty for the patient. Prophet Yaqub, he said, فَصَبْرٌ جَمِيلٌ. You mean have limit. If you make patient, deep patient, you will feel of the sweetness of the life and the beauty of the patient. Isn't patient? It's not something only saying. No, you need to implement that, and you need to use it by your heart doing. Okay, you are with me?
Yes. Yes, Ustads. I am listening.
Okay. Even patient, it's very important for everyone believe, and very one of the weapon in this life, in the journey of the life, and one of the strategy you need to use it to against the devils also.
Okay. Okay, this time, Ustads, we will open our Quran in chapter Ibrahim, verse 5. What what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told to Moses alayhi salam, Prophet Moses, about patience.
Okay, Bismillah.
Please read
Surah
the
Ibrahim.
yes, please read the Arabic translation.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. ولقد أرسلنا موسى بآياتنا أن أخرج قومك من الظلمات إلى النور وذكرهم بأيام الله إن في ذلك لآيات لكل صبار شكور.
And we sent Moses with our signs, saying, bring forth your people from different kinds of darkness into light, and remind them of Allah's favor and punishment. Behold, there are signs in this narrative for every patiently persevering and grateful person. So this time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told to Moses alayhi salam, or Musa, that he will preach to people that we need to have patience, and Allah loves to those who have patience, and those who have to those who are grateful. Okay, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us favors or rewards and punishment to those who are wicked.
That's us. It's you mean here in the last Sabbar and Shakur, between the patient and the grateful. Patient when you facing trials, and be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when you have blessing. And not when we have blessing, you should always praise to Allah, because you are joy and enjoy with the blessing from Allah every day using that. Then we need to thankful and grateful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Maybe our next video will be our topic about how we praise and thankful Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by our heart doing also, to purify our heart also.
Okay, Ustads. We have a last verse, Ustads. Our last verse for this video. Open your Quran in chapter 31. Chapter Luqman, verse 17. Bismillah.
Okay. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانهى عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور.
My dear son, observe the prayer and enjoin with what is good and just, and forbid what is evil and wrong, and endure with fortitude what befalls you. Verily, all these are matters which stands in needs of strong resolve. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that we need to pray to him, and okay, and then do good things, and just, and resist from evils, from temptations, and for and also, what else? Verily, all these are matters which stand in need of strong resolve. Okay, Sads?
Here it's advice from Luqman, this wisdom man named Luqman. He was advise his son. He gave him 10 advice. One of that, أقم الصلاة, perform the prayer, وأمر بالمعروف, order the good things, share the knowledge of the guidance, وانهى عن المنكر, and forbid anything was forbidding and you left that. واصبر على ما أصابك, make patient for what facing trials. إن ذلك من عزم الأمور, that's from the that mean actually the determination. What mean as a azima, I mean you need to have a patient at the same time prayer. This 10 advice given by Luqman, wisdom man, to his son. Actually mentioned here, Allah said that for us in the Quran as a remembrance for this advice, 10 advice. Maybe next time we can talk about it, that 10 completely. And one of this advice, it's patient. اصبر على ما أصابك. Patient what have trial or problem in your life. جزاك الله خير.
Okay, thank you, Studs. I think that's all for this video. Okay. So to all our listeners, don't forget to share this video. If you have comments, comment down below. And please like our page and subscribe our YouTube channel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.